Hey, good morning, guys. It is time once again for a Man Up Monday. I'm Rick Clemons, the Gay Man's Life Coach, and it is pouring down rain here in Southern California. But I do see some blue skies. But I know some of you have been where the polar vortex is, way over that way. Well, actually, I guess it'd be that way, depending on how my camera's going. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend. If you're a Super Bowl fan and you're a Patriots fan, congratulations. I didn't watch any of that. But anyway, so maybe you had a date for the Super Bowl. Maybe you went to a party. Maybe you had dates over the weekend. And the thing I've been hearing from so many of my buddies and clients is this dating thing is such a drag. Now, I'm very lucky because I don't have to worry about that. Well, I kind of do because I really need to have more one-on-one dates with my husband. We need to set a date night out, but that's something we'll talk about later. But here's the thing, I hear this all the time, that this dating world for gay men is the pits. But sometimes I think it's the pits because we become the over-anxious dater. And where the over-anxious dater, then things can go quickly awry. They can just bust open, they can fall apart. We can hit the pinata of dating and everything goes scattering. And I know the pinata dating, that's kind of a weird metaphor, but if we do too much of anything, we stand the chance of losing somebody that we're dating. So here's some things, and I know some of these guys have probably heard, but I want you to really think about this. If you're in the dating world, slow down. There's no rush. If it's meant to be, that guy will still be there. And quite honestly, if it's meant to be and you've taken it slow, you'll really get to see who he is, and you'll really get to see who you are by taking it slower. So that's number one. Number two, give things space. Nobody likes to feel pressured. Nobody likes to feel that like, okay, you're all over me. Well, okay, we do kind of like that all over me stuff. I mean, that's kind of part of the fun of dating, right? But give the relationship space. Going after somebody too quickly, always texting them, always checking in. You know, these are the things that you can ask questions on a date, like, so, you know, what do you like as far as texting, or how do you like to keep in touch? Or, you know, if we're moving things forward, you know, what should I expect, you know, in responses to my text as far as frequency and things like that? Because I want to make sure we're doing this together. But guys, that means you have to be vulnerable. That means you have to be willing to ask those kind of questions. And a lot of times we're not. A lot of times we are not willing to go down those paths. So give it space. Number three, I want you to act like you would like to be treated. So I adjust my glasses because the professor is in the house. If you don't like to be over texted, then don't be an over texter. If you don't like to feel like somebody's contacting you daily, then don't contact them daily. If you don't like the pressure of what are we going to do next, when are we going to do it, then don't be that person. Now, I realize all those pieces of advice come with some little caveats, because you may not like that yourself, but you may like to do that to others. You've got to find the balance. The next thing I'm going to say is I want you to be really, truly realistic with your expectations. And the only way you can get realistic with your expectations is you got to lay your expectations out on the line as well. Again, very vulnerable space to be in. But after a date or two, I think it's pretty fair to say, okay, here's kind of some of the things I expect and I like when I'm dating somebody. Wouldn't necessarily go out there and say those maybe on the first date or the first meet and greet, but you can slowly work them in. But if you want certain things to happen, you've got to be realistic, but you've also got to be willing to lay your expectations out on the line. I know that's scary, but get over it. Okay, just fricking get over it. You're going to have to do this. And finally, the biggest mistake I think most all of us made, and I made it many, many times when I was in the dating world some 18 years ago, 20 years ago, and then even when I was way back in my dating life, like some 40 some years ago, don't believe if this doesn't work out that you're done. The more you believe that something's going to go wrong and it's never going to be your time, you're never going to find love, this one was like your last straw, you know what? It's that trash talk that you do that's going to hurt you. Plain and simple. It's the trash talk that you do that is going to hurt you. So go back through those really quickly. Then I got to blaze because I got stuff to do today, clients to serve and all that great stuff. But actually, I've got some writing to do too. And I actually might even be recording about 3 podcasts. I actually am recording 3 podcasts. But anyway, back to the list. Slow it down, give it space, act the way you'd like to be treated, be realistic with your expectations, be willing to put those expectations out, and don't act like it's the end of the world if this dating thing doesn't work. So that's it. Have a great day. And don't forget, every Monday, Man Up Monday around 9:15, 9:30, I will be here. And if you'd like to pose some questions, have some feedback on something, comment on this video, and I'll make sure to incorporate it next Monday on Man Up Monday. And go out there, man up, and have a great day. Take care, guys.